Okay, Alex, just have a bit of a wander around the app and tell me as you go just what you're thinking about and what stands out to you. Basically, just what you're thinking. You can say anything.
Okay, well, firstly, from the login screen, I really like the colours. I think it's very visually appealing. I think that the colours are representative of UC, and yeah, it looks very easy to use. So now on the news feed, I really like the way it's set out. I feel like it's like using Facebook or some sort of social media. I think it is very appealing. Yeah. So the to-do list, I think this is good. It's good for. It's good so that you can structure your day and know exactly what you need to do. So if you add something, it looks pretty clear to use. Like that plus is obviously to add a comment. It all looks like the sort of thing that you'd have on Facebook or just anything is normal, but just with the addition of like university help. I like the timetable. I think that's really good. Like not having to write it all down. It's just easy to keep track of. I think having motivation, like motivation is the issue that everyone struggles with. So having a tool to help you with motivate yourself is really good.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Basically, I'm just going to set the situation for you as a first year university student, and I'm just going to ask you pretty much just let you navigate yourself through the app to get to a certain task. Okay?
Yep.
So you're running late for class and can't remember what classroom you're in. You open the app, what do you do?
So probably go to more and then timetable.
Great. And do you feel like that's succeeded your goal?
Yeah, I think it's very quick because you got this list of basic functions at the bottom to give you an idea of where to go, and obviously the first four choices wouldn't be in the direction of a timetable. So that being said, then if I'm looking for a timetable, I'd look at more to see if it's in more options, which it is. So I think that's really easy.
Great. Okay.
And quick.
Do you mind going back to the newsfeed? Great. You want to make a new to-do list for Wednesday as you're falling behind in your work and won't have time later on in the week to complete tasks. You open the app, what do you do?
Well, as you can see, the options at the bottom, there's a to-do section, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You get there, there's some information here telling you how to use it, but I think that's, for anyone with a smartphone, they're probably familiar with it, with this sort of symbol, the plus sign. So pressing that, I can see that I'm on my Wednesday list, so if I want to create a new comment, then I just start typing it in and save it.
Great. It's Wednesday, and you have completed all the tasks you set out to do and want to tick the whole to-do list off. You open the app, what do you do?
Go to to-do, go back to Wednesday, just save it, yeah, and that's it, and then just tick it, and there you go.
Great. Did you find that process easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy, yeah.
Was there anything you had trouble with?
I I guess just initially, like, just, going through. No, it was pretty good, I think. Like, obviously once you save it, it's right there, so all you have to do is press on it and it's ticked.
Can you please go back to the newsfeed? You made friends with another classmate today in Introduction to Communication and want to message them and talk about the next assignment. You open the app, what do you do?
So, going off the options again at the bottom, I think that you would go to Messenger. And then if you, there's obviously a number of options, so you just click on your friend's name, like the person you want to speak to, and go from there. Do you want me to show you how to do it, or?
No, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
What if you wanted to just see a list of all your classmates in a certain class?
I think you'd go to groups. Maybe? No? I'm not sure. Maybe UC info?
Yep.
Yep. And then there's a button for classmates and teachers, so that's where I would go. And then it depends on which course you're doing.
Great.
Yeah.
So you obviously had a bit of trouble finding that?
Yeah, it was a little bit tricky, but that's just because I've never used it before. I think for someone who's familiar with the app, it would be very easy.
Yeah. Okay. You want to have a full look at all the pages you follow and that appear on your newsfeed. You open the app, what do you do?
Maybe profile. And then you can see there's the following section just here. So if you click on that, here's all the following options.
Great. You still have a new message from Jonathan that you haven't opened for a few days and you want to now, as well as reply to his message. You open the app, what do you do?
Well, I think you'd go to Messenger, and then you look through for where there's like a mark saying, like some sort of mark or highlight to person to see. Well, you look for your friend if you know it's from Jonathan, but if you didn't know, I'm guessing you'd look for, if looking at this, you'd look for the one where there's a number signifying there's a message and it's all highlighted, so I'd click on that, which is Jonathan, and here are his messages.
Okay, and you wanted to reply to his message?
Just like a normal text message, you just click on type a message and your keyboard comes up and you type it in and then send it.
Great. Did you find that process easy?
Yeah, very easy.
Was there any difficulties with it?
No.
Okay, back to the newsfeed. In Messenger, you want to delete your conversation with Ethan as you don't need it there anymore. You open the app, what do you do?
Go to Messenger, like I just did. Look for Ethan and just hold on him. Maybe not. I'm not sure, sorry.
Okay, did you want to see if you can figure it out?
I'm not real sure.
Okay, so there's a drop down menu up the top. Yeah, so you would just click that.
I'll just click edit.
It doesn't, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, by the looks of things, you just go to the drop down menu, click edit, and I'd say these are float or something, and you just swipe it or something to get rid of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had a bit of difficulties with that?
Yeah, well, I mean, because it's not think it's all just about discovering it for yourself. I don't think it'd be very hard, but because the app is not a full app yet, there's not it's a bit harder to find the functions when they're not entirely
When they're
up
not
and
there.
running. Yeah, when they're not all there.
Okay. What sort of functions would you expect there to be to do action like that?
I think just either you have to hold your finger on the person's name, or you go to the drop down menu, and then you see edit, and then when it comes, that it should come up with some options.
Yep.
One of being delete, and then I would think that they'd all come up with like a plus symbol or something, or a minus symbol, and you just click on the ones you want to delete.
Okay.
And then get rid of it otherwise. That's what I would expect.
Great. Back to newsfeed. You feel like you need some entertaining content on your newsfeed. Therefore, you want to explore and follow some new pages. You open the app, what do? There it is for you to read. There's
Search.
the question for you if you forget what it was.
Yeah. Would it be search for the new ones, or go into here maybe? Go through explore maybe, and just go down these options, and obviously these options, you just pick the ones you want to look at or follow, and you just click the follow symbol.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you want to click the follow symbol?
Yep, so now it says that it's following, so I guess it would come up on my newsfeed.
Great.
Yep.
Did you find that process easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. Again, for someone who's never used it or touched it, you can't expect, I'm obviously not going to know exactly how to do everything before I sort of explore a bit, so, I guess initially, just starting out, you got to expect that I may not get it all right, but I think it was very easy once, I saw that, search wasn't the option, the answer, so I went to more because I thought that's where I would be otherwise, and explore was at the top.
Yeah, great. Back to newsfeed.
Yep.
You want to create a new motivational notification so that you can get a bit of a confidence boost throughout the week. You open the app, what do?
I'd go to more. I can see that there's notifications, so I click on that. Motivation is there, so click on that, and yeah, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
So then I'd just create it using these options and save it.
Yeah. So you press save.
Yep.
Did you find that process easy?
Yeah, very easy.
You're struggling with your money and you aren't gaining a lot of shifts lately to earn your stable weekly amount. You want to create a rough budget by observing how much you are spending. You have tracked the items you have so far bought today, but you just bought lunch and want to list it into the app. You open the app, what do?
I think I'd go to more to start with, which then gives me all these options, and I can see that there's one saying budget, so I think it's pretty self-explanatory, you just keep following the options. So then we get to budget. What else did I have to do? So I'd look at daily spends then, and here they are. So if I wanted to keep track of everything I spent on, I'd just click the plus button and add what I'd spent.
Great. Did you find that process pretty easy?
Yeah.
Was there anything you found difficult?
No, I just forgot part of the question. But no, I think it was easy. It's all very easy to follow. I think it's sort of designed for anyone really. You don't have to be technologically savvy. So.
And why do you think that?
Well, I'm not technologically savvy for one thing, but just because each option, just if you follow it, you don't need to. It's not like trying to decipher a code. the options are pretty straightforward. They lead you in the right direction.
Yep. And why do you think they're straightforward?
Because they are very simple, like and they're illustrated well, so everything's set out clearly and it's not too much to read or anything, like it's very quick.
Okay, and why do you think it's quick? What makes it quick?
Just, there's not too many options, there's not too much writing to read, all the colours are similar, so it's not like you're looking at all these different things and your mind has to work out what you're looking at. Like, it's just very simple.
Okay. Back to the newsfeed. You have finished the semester and therefore won't be using the app as much as usual and want to log out. You open the app, what do you do?
So from the options at the bottom, I'd go to more, and then it comes up with all these options again, and I can see that there's one saying log out, which just, again, it's just really easy. So just click on that and I'm logged out.
Great. Okay,